righty, boys. It is time to get into the final team review of season 1. And we're going to see some absolute god squads here. I can feel it. Getting into the end of season 1, the lineup combos have been crazy. We've seen some plus 10s, some plus 11s, even some plus 12s with 20 million in cap. So I'm wondering what teams are going to have the most salary cap spent and what teams are going to have the most like 96 plus cards on them. We're going to start with this one right here with Connor McDavid as our captain. It's a captain we've seen all year long. So we got a heck of a team here with Solani and Roslovic. Roslovic has 90 speed, so just pairing him up with McDavid is a good pairing there. But you'd love to see him get a couple of boosts to make him a little bit better. Akil Thomas, somebody you don't see a lot of, so that's fun to see. Akil Thomas, somebody that won Canada the gold medal in the World Juniors. I think it was his game-winning goal, and then just never ended up panning out or becoming the player that we thought he was going to be. But yeah, we got Will Smith, Leo Carlson, probably the next like $12.5 million player if he keeps going the way he's going. But 4 captains on this team, really stacking it out right here. Well done. Great built team right here. We got Joe Thornton. Much love to the Joe Thornton on the first line. Joe Thornton with Cooch and McKinnon. And then we got the Crosby line and the McDavid line with Gartner and Draisaitl. And the Game Breaker line still on the bottom showing up here. This is what I'm going to be curious about. How many people change their teams up or just like are waiting for season 2 and they're just going to ride out what they had? But this is a great team here with Beast cards, Brodeur in net, big ups there with the Brodeur and the Aiden Hill, and 2 captains helming this team. The Doug Gilmour line, let's go. I love seeing the Doug Gilmour line. This Doug Gilmour line's huge. There's a new line with Misa, Ryan Leonard, and Keith Tkachuk that gets a massive plus 12 boost, but let's go with the Dougie Gilmour. And then we got the McKinnon line, the Bedard line, and this Star of the Month, Team of the Week line on the bottom, giving you all the money you need to help boost it up. And then Jake Ottinger as well with your goalie of Spencer Knight. Well done. Great built team. Something that is going to absolutely get shook up here in a couple of days. We've got 109 million spent on this team with a Koivu. Saku Koivu taking advantage of the 3 Montreal Canadian line, 7 overall, 12 million and 9 AP. Really utilizing that Montreal combo, next gen fantasy, just getting after everything, getting an absolute boost. Miles Woods, another card you don't see a lot of. Steven Stamkos rookie card. I think that one slightly got forgot about. And then Seth Jarvis. I think that's the first time I've seen Seth Jarvis in like a month, to be honest with you. But Seth Jarvis making an appearance. And then we've got Freddie Anderson with Connor Ingram as your goaltending. Keith Tkachuk, a hero left-handed left winger, taking over the center dot with that +9 with Gartner and Demidov on either side of him. The Bedard line with Mikko Rantanen and Barkov. We got Joe Thornton with Kucherov and McKinnon. And we've got on the bottom Dylan Larkin with Evgeny Malkin making an appearance. You love seeing Gino out there and utilizing that card. Gino's a beauty, big player, plays well, and you love to see him on people's teams. And then Hallebuck with that guy. All right, Alex Newhook is in their collection, is the what they were saying, and they're working on building Snuggaroo and Misa. But then we have McKinnon with Kucherov and Smith, Solani with Barkov and Bedard, the Crosby line, but not using Crosby. They're using Matthews, Nylander, and Eichel. Sebastian Kosa in net. My God, no boosts either whatsoever. How does this work out for you? Spending 2 million cap on your goalies. How's that pan out? I was wondering to see how that would go. Now I know people are going to say that that's not 2 million cap, it's 1.7, but after you get over 80 overall, everything goes up at $1 million increments. So having that 0.3 means nothing. Just like it's $2 million on your goaltending. And then we've got Montreal Canadiens at the start. Zane Parekh with Connor McDavid. That's not Connor McDavid. That's Cale Makar. Nate Schmidt with Chelios. This is a $77 million team. That would probably be fun to use. Not even gonna lie. And then we got a Barkov line with Bedard and Rantanen. and of course the Crosby line, but this one's being paired with star of the month, Jack Eichel. Let's go. 93, 92, 92. And then we got the Keller McKinnon line and star of the month, LaRose with Malkin and Larkin. I think the star of the month team of the week cards are going to be great to hang on to because halfway through season 2, or not even halfway through, like 3 weeks into season 2 or 2 weeks into season 2, we're going to see another star of the month team of the week. And I think they're going to drop another line combo then, and you'll be able to use these cards. So I'd hang on to them just in case they do. I imagine when the new star of the month drops, we see new lineup combos that'll give you a star of the month and team of the week build. And then Matt Schaefer with David Reinbacher and a +7 when you do Perek with Chelios. So that's a big one right there as well. $128 million team. We have the 97 Patrick Marleau. I know I say people out here flex their teams, which they do. We see some nasty teams, but we just got flexed on. Every single one of us just got flexed on. This is the top 20 Patrick Marleau here. Ranked 2 in Ultimate as well. Yeah, we just totally just got flexed on. Highest Hut Champs finish 9. Yeah, we just got flexed on. We just absolutely got flexed on right here. We've got the Montreal line on the bottom, the Thornton line, the Bedard line, Provorov with Coffee, getting him up to a 92. And then we got Yossi, Makar, and the DuPont Nikishkin line. This is absolutely, what a squad right here. What a squad. But, I mean, when you're second best in the world and you're 9th in champs, that's interesting, by the way. And top 20. Yeah, all right. Darcy Kemper and Net Boys goated. That's why he's done it. This guy only is the second best in the world because of Darcy Kemper. Facts. And then we got a great usage of 2 free cards here, where you get a +10 on Celebrini and Smith with Jimmy Snuggeroo. This is a 66% free line. You got Will Smith and you got Celebrini for free. You could build Snuggeroo for free just by doing the event. I know he's got a bunch of other next gen stuff, so it wasn't, but you could technically say that this was 100% free line because you could earn everything to build Snuggeroo. So like, this is a great +10 line here for sure. And then we got the Gilmore line, which you love to see, getting a +8 there. Nick Schmaltz making his way onto the McKinnon line, and then the Montreal line, which I can't wait for this lineup combination to go away because I am all but done just looking at this Montreal Canadian filth. I'm done with it. Move on, EA. Get rid of this lineup combo. And then we got the beast cards on defense. We got the Schaefer, because I'm assuming he's expecting him to get to a 99, and Montour with Yossi as the top D pairing because it's just been goated for so long. And then if you pair Jesper Wallstead with John Gibson, that's a big +6 right there. Well done on this team. And by the way, this team only being at 103 million, not going to need to worry about salary, but he's going to need to worry about how he has to switch around his cards. That's what's going to happen. Like all these cards are going to get reverted back down to base. But if he left his team the way it is, I could imagine he's very close to staying within salary if they don't up the limit, right? Maybe they go up to 105 million. Maybe they stay at 100 and just give better boosts. We're going to have to wait and see how they do salary. Our favorite Columbus Blue Jackets theme team making an appearance. You love to see it. Under 100 million, so he's good with the cap. But yeah, of our favorite Columbus Blue Jackets theme team, you love to see this. This is just great fun. And this is somebody that I guarantee you has a great coin count and a great collection of fodder. Just because they're building a theme team, they only have to go get cards that make their theme team. So everything they do and play for is all just bank for when they get their next card. This is, you love seeing this. Good job. And then we have Charlie McAvoy being paired with Montour, the Game Breaker line, of course, for all your boosts there. The Team of the Week line for all your boosts there. And then the Bedard, Barkov, Hintz +7 on the 4th line. And that is because we got the goated Crosby line, the goated McKinnon line, and the goated Will Smith, Celebrini, and Beckett Seneke line. Just waiting, eh? This guy's just waiting. This guy's just, at this point, Buddy is just sitting here like, hey, can we have season 2 already? I have nothing to do. Demidov, Misa, and Jimmy Snuggaroo at a +10, getting them all up to 97 overall. Following them will be the McKinnon line, and then the Barkov line, and then a slap together Jake Neighbors, McDavid, and Radish line for +3 AP, giving you a total of 28 AP and a $107 million salary team. That's probably why you don't have the good Swayman, because you just can't afford it. But Parekh with Barron is good as well. So that's a nice build there. Well put together team. We got Doughty on the team as a captain and McDavid, pairing them up for 2 of the 6 you need. So again, great use on captains. All right, we got team of the week and star of the month taking over the first spot, something you don't normally see. But we do have the Kiefer Sherwood and Pedersen with Kane. So that's a good fun build right there. And then Besser and Jonathan being paired with Crosby for a +3. Again, not a massive combination you see there. I don't think I've seen a Brock Besser all year, to be honest with you. So you'd be the only one out there rolling that on the ice and probably having a blast with them. We got the free Connor Garland with the free Will Smith, and you logged in 6 days in a row, got your 30 collectibles, and got a free Alex Newhook. So this is a great free team right here, or a free line right here. And that is that's the great thing about the milestones, the XP path, and your BND set, which I totally believe that the BND cards for the 30 collectibles are going to be the way we go all year, because it's just going to be like, get yourself a handful of B&D cards, fit them in your lineup throughout the season, and then when the new season comes out, you're earning new B&D cards. That'll be the best way to keep up without absolutely pissing away a ton of money, in my opinion, will be these B&Ds. You just got to get lucky, that's all. And then we've got the McKinnon line with Smoltz, McDavid with Smith, and Lyndon Lavick. I think we got that Lyndon Lavick card for free as well. So free, easy to build. Another great lineup combo to see without having to break the bank or the collection. That's what the year is going to be about. Just chasing whatever you can for free, because everything's going to be changing up so much that you're going to have to be very careful how you spend your collection. And you're just going to have to focus on getting what you can for free or for cheap builds, because buying cards on the auction house has just proven to be impossible. Holler Boy coming in with a goated squad. Absolutely goated squad. Absolutely goated squad here. We got Reinbacher with Coffee, the Game Breakers. We got Montour with McAvoy. English is hard. And then, not only taking advantage of the Beast Mode event, but also taking advantage of Next Gen. This is massive investment into this lineup. We're going to have to wait and see what Holler Boy does with his team when Season 2 drops, to see if any of this flows together. There might be a world where you pair up Misa with Kucherov and Crosby for a +2, and then now you still get to use the cards you built, and they're still nasty. So there is a world where stuff does piece together, and it's going to be fun to see how people do that. We got a +7 with the Demidov right here, and Macklin, Celebrini, and Will Smith. And then we got Tony with McKinnon and Cooch, and Ovechkin with Nygaard and Gilmore. Fedorov making an appearance on the 4th line. It's nice to see Fedorov starting to get combinations that could be used, because everyone wanted to use Fedorov. They just didn't have any combos. I'm hoping the start of Season 2, we see a +3 if you get Fedorov on a Detroit line and on a Russian line to get him usable, because people want to use Fedorov. They just ignored him pretty much for boosts. So I hope we see usage for him in Season 2. Joe Thornton with David Backes, Fraser Mitten. That's a lineup combo that'd be fun. Joe Thornton's a big boy. David Backes is a big boy. And Fraser Mitten, if you're a Leaf fan, you hated to see him leave. Sagan with Oates and DeBrusque. And then we got JVR fantasy card. Let's go. JVR fantasy card making an appearance. Dougie Hamilton making an appearance, which you don't see a lot of Dougie Hamiltons. So that's definitely fun right there. And then we got a couple of Boston goalies in net for a +3. I wonder what his aggression is, because when you start boosting up your goalies, you got to be careful with that aggression. Sebastian Aho with Celebrini, Nathan McKinnon. That's a different line. Unique build right there. I'm used to seeing McKinnon with Cooch, but getting the Celebrini in there to a 90, McKinnon and Aho getting 88 and 86. Dougie Hamilton getting in there. Hayden Fleury is No, this isn't a theme team of any kind, right? No, this is just a great build team of different cards that you don't normally see. I would love to know if this team has a theme to it. It looks like a new team. It looks like a new team, but like you have Macklin. So it does look like a new team, but having Macklin means that they absolutely grinded. So they should have more than the stuff on the bottom. There's a reason that this team is built like this. I just can't think of it. We got Kev Cobb coming in with his team with the Crosby, McKinnon, Barkov line, and then utilizing the next gen with Celebrini, Demidov, and I can't tell who's this player here. I think it's the Hunter Hoyt, maybe. I can't really tell who that is. We got Kemper in net and Schaefer at the top, hoping Schaefer is your 99, I'm assuming. Kev Cobb with another banger team. Beckett, Seneke, Sidney Crosby, and Macklin Celebrini get you +3 AP, 7 overall. So that's a great top line. McKinnon, Kucherov, and Will Smith getting you the 6 overall. The lovely McDavid, Gardner, Lindros line that's just carried so much since it's been out. This line was an absolute goat when it came out. Everyone's using it and they dropped off from it. But if you're still using this line, you know how good it is. And then we've got the Sam Carrick, Kyrou, and Bolivier. 90 overall, by the way, getting +3 overall, 5 million AP boost as well. This is a great line with a fantasy card that's just going to be beautiful for you throughout the year. Spencer Knight and Arthur Shilovs giving you a bunch of combo boosts and getting the Schaefer in there, hoping he's your +9 eventually. But you'll probably, I don't know how you're going to have to build him up. They'll figure something out. It'll probably be like, when it happens in May, it'll probably be like you need 10 85 or 86s, something like that, to get one collectible, and you'll need like 15 collectibles to get to a 99. That's what I imagine it'll be like. But if he gets to a 99, you're in good shape. And then we have Austin Matthews with Taylor Hall and Ricard Raquel for +1 overall and 5 million. So that's a fun way of doing that lineup right there to get Pappy in the squad and get some boosts on him. Nylander with Zibanejad and Gartner. Again, a fun line right there. You don't see a lot of Zibanejads, and he is your captain. You're getting 7 on him, so nice little boost on Zibanejad. And like I said, you don't see this bottom line too often. You don't even see this second line too often, so that's fun. And then we have a +7 with Tristan, Celebrini, and Ryan Leonard. And the Leonard card is a really nice build, so that's good use on him there. And then obviously the Kucherov, McKinnon, Will Smith line. This is a great forward line right here. Got your bottom 6 for fun and money, and you got your top 6 that are just absolutely great. And then you got Al McKennis with Schaefer, hoping he gets to a 99. So that's a really good build right there. And then Montour with Yossi getting that good usage, team of the week usage, and the beast Hallebuck being paired with Allmark for money and AP. This is a really good team with 123 million spent and 35 AP. Well done right there. We got a Platinum 2 player coming in with the Bolivier. You can get him up to a 90, as we just seen from 2 teams ago. We got Bolivier with Lindros and McDavid. The McKinnon line, Tej Aginla being the BND you got. So, you know, you're making the best out of that situation. With Macklin Celebrini and Joachim Kimmel. People are probably wondering why he doesn't have the XP Celebrini that he clearly got for free, because like he's Platinum 2, the XP's flowing in. Definitely has the Macklin Celebrini. The reason he doesn't have Macklin in here is because the base Macklin with 2 next gen cards gives you that 20 million salary. That's why he's doing that. And then we have a Marquis and Wilson line on the bottom. Well-built team out of blind referees right here. Well-built team. This right here is Blue Liner's arch nemesis, by the way, because Blue Liner's a ref. And the blind referee also wanted to add in here that he noted on his team, Pronger is a beast. Massive size, good skating, and truculence will do that. Well done on that one. We've got a Carolina fan here, and like a true Carolina fan, they know how to find good hockey players, and it's not on the Carolina Hurricanes, as he only has 2 players on his team from the Carolina Hurricanes. So we understand why you only have 2 Carolina Hurricanes on your team. We get it. We get it. He claims he has 3. I don't count Slavin. He's a bum. Anyways, we have McKinnon. I didn't see Slavin. Leave me alone. You still have way not enough. We have Nathan McKinnon with Logan Cooley, Shane Wright, and Demidov. Seth Jarvis with Barkov and, Lindros. A true Carolina fan would have had Aho here instead of Barkov because they give all the same stuff. But hey, you do you. And then we have McDavid as not our captain because he's got Ovi as the captain. Because like the true Carolina fan he is, he loves how much Ovechkin scores on them. $122 million with 34 AP. Pekka Rinne was a combo that came out months ago. And this Pekka Rinne Andy Moog combo is still on this fella's team as he has the 5 million and the 8 AP. Not getting the overall boost because it is right there. That is why he is not getting the overall boost, by the way, just in case you didn't know. And then we've got the 10 overall for DuPont, the coffee line with Werenski on the third pairing, and W to the Austin Matthews line here. 89 overall, $20 million, 5 overall boost. This is a W Austin Matthews usage. You can't hate that at all. And then we got the plus 10 on the top of Ryan Robrick, Villy, and Ryan Leonard, and then Will Smith, Kucherov, and the Bedard line as well. This is a well-built team. Well-built team. Robrick making an appearance with Macklin Celebrini and Jimmy Snuggeroo for a plus 9 overall. This is why I love these. I love doing these videos because they show just different lineup combinations that don't always get showed when I do the new lineup combos and gelling stuff together. I know I show like 8 lines of the new lineup combos, but like you can't always get them all. And like this one here of Celebrini, Robrick, and Jimmy. I don't think I have that one, but it's got a plus 9. So that's a fun, creative way of gelling a couple of guys in there and getting a good centerman in. We got Logan Cooley on with McKinnon, and then the Montreal line that I just can't wait for it to go away. Come on, enough with the Montreal line, boys. Holy. And then DuPont with Alexander for 15 million, 10 overall. That's a big one. And the team of the week, Darcy Kemper, who is slowly showing up on everybody's team. And by the way, $134 million in exactly 5 days. This guy is about to be in cap hell. We have, I don't know what this is, the Montreal line with Suzuki, Caulfield, and Demidov. Then we got Barkov with Bedard. We've got the Lindros line. We got the next gen line giving 20 million with Kaprizov. So there's a fun one. I like the next gen and the base card lineup because that lets you get yourself into the event with any event cards. Like you go get some free ones from earning objectives, you get the BND ones, and then you can pair them with your favorite team's best base card. I love that lineup combination. So I hope they do that again going forward where they give base cards with 2 event cards, just giving people the flexibility to do something like that. The offline Andes making an appearance. The offline Andes have Askarov in net with David Madaliner. Get that guy off your team. I can't pronounce his name. Move on from him. And then we got Niles Lundqvist, Simon Edmondson, Jacob Fib. All right, get that guy gone too. Grayson Brzezinski, David Jurich. All right, so we're pounding the next gen event as an offline player. He's absolutely pounding the next gen event to get objectives done for more fodder so he can get after the next season's first event. This is what a great way to just pump the CPU. Offline Andes, get after it, baby. And then we have Ryan Leonard with Villy and Gartner, the Nathan McKinnon line, the McDavid line. We've got what a fantasy combo on the bottom here. We got Mangiapane, Bolivier, and Barzal on the bottom pairing. What a great fantasy pulls you've got here. The Mangiapane was purchased. Barzal was a BND, and I don't know if Bolivier was purchased or not. I can't see because of the captain card. It's at least not a BND because I'd be able to see that. But what a team here. Alrighty, boys, it is time to do some pod racing. We have Barkov's line. We have the start of the month Eichel line with Thompson and Larkin. That's a sexy line right there. And then we have Stutzel. Nope, that's not Stutzel. That's Schmaltz with McKinnon and Kucherov. And then the check my game for 11 AP. Vokun with a Boston goalie for an absolute stack of combinations there. And then Dan Boyle, not seeing a lot of Dan Boyles around. So that's a fun one to see there for sure. Here we go, boys. We've got what looks to be, I think, the last team in the list. $74 million, 26 AP. And what better way to finish than on a Vegas Golden Knights theme team, as we've got just an absolute stacked squad here. Getting the Suzuki in there with the Hurdle, the free Chandler Stevenson, the star of the month Eichel, the day one of early access. When early access dropped, this Anthony Mantha was one of the most used cards because he was fast at a 79 and his pairing was unbelievable. Still having him on your team is sick. And then the Mitch Marner, Mitch Marner with Suzuki and Pavel. This is a unbelievable theme team, and this is what I love to see. Not too many theme teams were popping up in today's video. We didn't get a ton of them, that is, but we got a ton of God Squads. People having fun right coming into the end of the lineup combination, the end of season 1. So the next video will be after season 1 launches. It'll be when season 2 comes out, which is going to be an absolute hot mess. I can't wait, guys, to see what teams people come up with when season 2 comes out and the lineup combinations just go crazy. So what I will probably do is the Discord always opens up around Thursday. I'm probably not going to open up the Discord until after season 2 launches. So I'll open up the Discord channel so you can put your team in when season 2 drops into, that way when you see season 2, you can get your lineups going and everything and get them put in. That way we don't see season 1 lineups and we only see season 2 lineups. So I'll open up the DMs for the category on team review that you all know where it is because you all put them in, but it won't be open until after season 2 comes out. But thank you guys for putting your teams in here. Unbelievable season 1 we had, grinding out, getting unbelievable teams, seeing great theme teams, great God Squads, and just unique lineup builds. And I can't wait to see what you guys come up with in season 2. So thank you guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Until next time, ciao, ciao.